Well, the single weapon run's been going pretty terribly lately, so I think it's about time to do a nice, relaxing little showcase run. In other words, what I'm going to take is a specific type of weapon here, one that I couldn't like do a run by itself with, Ramparts in this case. You know, a damage reduction shield that really does not do a whole lot of damage, but does have damage reduction associated with it, and then kind of like have a full kit, do a 4-cell run where I sort of show it off a little bit, what it can do and why you would take it and everything like that. And Rampart, I think, pretty good for a 4-cell run here, because this is one that I really do like having on 4-cell mode. Not only do you get the damage reduction, it's survival scaling, so you get a lot of that extra health, even if you don't happen to be building a survival build that run. And additionally, you have if you get a successful parry, you get that extremely useful invincibility bubble around there. And that will save you, say, if you're up against a character like the Hand, a lot of damage from the combos that he loves to inflict on you. Of course, overall, I think that usually I would like to have something that I would get, I don't know, that's not quite what I was looking for, but sure. Usually I don't like to do parries on 4-cell mode because it's the whole risk-reward, the feast or famine mechanic that's associated with parries means that even if you're not taking a whole lot of damage, taking any damage at all is bad in the long run. Malaise will lead to your eventual downfall, even if enemies are only doing but a scratch on you. It's the terrors of disease brought out in the form of a little bar above your health bar there. But at the same time, as far as... I'm going to keep the extra survival. Probably going to do a survival run today. After all, this is a survival scale and shield. So... yeah, but what I'm going to do in this run is I'm going to try to do a little bit more parrying than I normally would. Try to get a little bit more usage out of that invincibility bubble. Do, I don't know, something. What? Something. I'll figure it out on the way here. What I would really like right now is a survival scaling weapon, but I also don't want to lose out on the time door in the next area here either. I mean, I think that overall there's not a whole lot of... Despite the fact that when you think of a shield, you think of protection, right? There's not a whole lot that gives you damage reduction as opposed to increasing the damage of the shield. And shields can be kind of a difficult weapon to work with a lot of the time, mostly because you have to wait for enemies to attack. So you usually don't think about, hey, I want to get as much damage out of my shield as possible. You think that 5 seconds, of course. You think, no, I want this shield to protect me in case worse comes to worse. Then maybe I'll also use it to occasionally do a little bit of parrying against an attack that I have trouble dodging, or maybe just even plain blocking it. So it's weird that all you have is the Rampart, the Cudgel, and the Shove Shield, which I don't know if that has a different name too right now. And especially because I don't know, it's weird that a lot of them scale with damage when I really do think of shields mostly as a secondary weapon, a supplementary weapon. But apparently the design is such that you're going to use it as a primary weapon, which is why I need to do a lot more like shield-focused runs here. This one is obviously not quite that, but I'm going to make at least an attempt here. And honestly, when I am only working with the firebrands, I think that an attempt will kind of have to be made, because firebrands aren't really the... I would also consider that a supplementary weapon. That's a weapon that you use to set up fire synergies, not a weapon that you... There we are. Not a weapon that you use your primary source of damage. Though really, I suppose that the very first challenge run that I ever did was with firebrands. Of course, that was because somebody on the Steam forum said, this firebrand sucks. Why would you ever use this weapon? And I'm like, oh yeah? Oh, too bad. I'll show you. Yeah, the nice breach time that you get there, as well as the... Obviously, the invincibility shield means that... Oh, nice. Means that fire is going to be doing a whole lot of damage. Well, all I have to do is kind of wait around in the background. Yeah, it's too bad that I couldn't get some, like, a... I think that would be the ideal way to do this sort of run. Have a... See? That's the power there. That's why it's such a good weapon. Yeah, the ideal way to do this run would be to have a... kind of like secondary type weapon, like the firebrands, but it would also scale with... Oops. Not so much of that. I don't want to get hit here. Yeah, if I had a firebrands that scaled with survival, and then to like try to have that do the lion's share of damage while I hide behind the shield would be the sort of way to best show off this weapon. But there we are. There's not too much as far as supplementary weapons go. That was really close. As far as supplementary weapons go that aren't, you know, shields that scale with survival. In fact, I don't think there's any. Got plenty of options when it comes to brutality tactics. Obviously, something like Fire Torrent, I think you can make a case for that. You got Firebrands here, Hokuto's Bow, Ice Bow. Pretty much you know when something's supposed to be more of a supplementary type of weapon. Oh. You know when something's supposed to be a supplementary type of weapon when it gives you damage reduction. That's kind of the way that I look at it. Should really be using this at least some. But you know, there's also a pretty minimal amount of those in the game. Though they are some of the more useful things that... It's very strange how useful supplementary weapons are compared to how many are actually in the game. So many things, it seems like you're assumed to... I went completely the wrong way here. You're assumed to try to do as much damage with it as possible, when I think that more often than not, you really want to load... you really want to have a single good weapon and then load up on as many... Sure. As many supplementary weapons as possible to kind of make that better. Unless you're going for maximum damage, which I don't... I mean, I like doing, but it does leave you in a pretty compromised position a lot of the time. Yeah. That's the other problem with shields, that if you get anything... No. Get anything that freezes enemies, if you get anything that makes enemies' movement kind of unpredictable, like the magnetic grenade, becomes a lot less useful because suddenly the parry timings or the positioning is so off that you're always afraid. It's just too much of a risk a lot of the time to use shields, which is too bad because I got so many good things going for them. I love the whole idea of parrying, but it's just... the risk-reward is just not worth it a lot of the time. Unless you get a 300% frontline shield, of course. Then it's apparently always worth it. Alright. Yeah, shields don't do too good against bombardiers here. Unless you have like a... unless you happen to have a assault shield, I guess, but that's about it. Man. Well, at least I didn't get hit by an enemy there, so no malaise this time. Also, they got a smaller hitbox for parrying than it feels like I would like. Sometimes. It's so weird because they try... Motion Twin really does try to make parrying as, you know, easy to do as possible. The parry windows are very large. It's just not large enough. I should have just went for a good... I was thinking about getting an upgrade to the shield, but it's not really that big of a deal. Even a level 1 Rampart here, you don't get any increased amount of invincibility time or better parries or anything. You just... I mean, I suppose they're better in the sense that they do slightly more damage, and that's about all you're gonna get out of it. Interesting. That'd be good if I was going to go for a brutality build, but that's kind of not really the run I'm going for here. I had somebody ask about that in the Homunculus Rune run, where it's like, oh, why don't you do the, Sure, why not? Why aren't you always doing the dive attack on enemies? Do you completely forget about that? It's like, no, I wanted to only use the Homunculus Rune throughout that entire run. I knew that I wasn't doing that. It's all part of the show, people, I suppose you can say. Even though that does get me killed more often than not. It's like, hey, you know, is there even anything I want here? How about, no, not counterattack, but you. I don't get a whole lot of use out of this. But yeah, I care less about, like, winning runs than, you know, sticking to the stupid principles that I show here. I feel like it makes for a better video. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe people are like, hey, I would much rather see you actually win than... Like, loosen your morals and win the run. Nobody cares about an honorable man that's dead. Oh, this might be bad. There we are. Yeah, kind of a loose parry there. That invincibility shield went away pretty quickly. Now, yeah, shield-focused runs. Maybe not the best one to take. Sure. Maybe not the best one to try to take. Alright, good. Cursed chest is what I was trying to say. Alright. Yeah, I'm just utilizing that, Ooh, this might be bad. Okay. Yeah, screw it. I'm utilizing that slasher down there for the invincibility time, which is kind of silly, but hey, man, you do what you gotta do to win the game. Now, I know I was just saying that I try to be honorable in the way that I win the game, but within honor. Just bend the rules, don't break them. That's what I'm saying here. I cannot believe how... Oh, right, I only have 3 brutality. Yeah, that would do it. Alright, well then, What? Ooh, that was close. No, what was I gonna look for here? 100% on burning targets, so I can do something. Ah, damn it. Crusher is the optimal choice here. Just walk forward a little bit. Why? Why, Hammer? Why are you doing this to me? Please, Hammer, don't hurt me. Just walk forward a little bit. Fine, then. Can't really parry those guys. That's the problem here. Otherwise, I would have done that. Pushing me out of the way of selling this thing. I need the money right now. Anything of interest? Maybe. Crusher is always a pretty good option when it comes to doing a 4-cell. When you're looking for skills for 4-cell run. Why? Because you tend to... Alright then. Why? Because you tend to have enough health to... I mean, only when you're doing a survival run do you tend to have enough health to actually survive a couple hits, so then you can focus mostly on doing damage. But looking at something like tactics, I think I would probably rather have something like an ice grenade or maybe a flame grenade, something that will give me something that wouldn't have me jumping into spikes. Something that will give me a little bit of damage reduction because you're so much squishier there. Here I'm... Fine. I don't want to. But if guys are gonna snipe me through the wall here, I suppose I need to. Alright, did I even get anything that I wanted in here? There should be at least one scroll that you get from an enemy. I think that's the only guaranteed one. But I don't think I even got that yet. Unless I see it somewhere on the map. Oh yeah, it's all the way at the beginning. Okay, there it is. Right there. Hello. You know, I said I was going to try to be doing a whole lot more parrying here. I should start to get on that here. I mean, I suppose I did when I was fighting the hammer there, but that was not against the hammer. Also, you get to see enemies that jump at you go straight up into the air when they hit you. That's always fun. Useful? No, not at all. But fun. It's an interesting little animation. All right. Can I upgrade anything here? I cannot believe that my major source of main hand damage is still coming from firebrands here. It's like, what is that? How about Spite? Spite, yeah. Which, oh yes, I had somebody asking me in the comments of the Frontline Shield episode, why did I take Spite if you can't do a parry with that? It's because you can still do reflected shots. And I think that when a shot hits the Frontline Shield, even if you're not parrying, it's still considered a reflected shot for doing extra damage. I don't actually know, because I honestly don't really make a whole lot of builds around shields. That's what today's all about. Kind of. Not against these guys. Can't parry these guys or even block it with a shield. I think you might have been able to at one point in time, but it's definitely not the case now. Alright, come on. Get a sick parry in here. Yeah, definitely at least stay at full health, just parrying these guys over and over. I mean, the parrying timing isn't too harsh for these things or anything. It's just harsh enough. Yeah, get some of that smoking sick stylish elevator kills. Most powerful weapon in the game. It's the it's a roguelike tradition that getting hit with a large piece of metal or a large piece of wood pretty much instantly eradicates all of the atoms in your body. That was actually one really fun thing to do in NetHack was when you got to the... Oh, I'm surprised it didn't hit me there. When you got to the castle level, you had to play a flute to have them open up the drawbridge. And then what you could do is you could just constantly play the flute over and over so that every single time an enemy tries swarming their way out of the castle to kill you, it would get smashed by the drawbridge. It was not only extremely amusing, just thinking about a player character sitting there tooting on their flute, but then seeing like a legendary shadow dragon suddenly get smashed to pieces because of that is just the icing on the cake. So seeing the exact same thing in Dead Cells just... it's enough to bring a tear to my eye here. I think Dwarf Fortress had something pretty similar, where you could have a drawbridge that, it's like if anything's underneath it, it just gets destroyed. It just gets obliterated. Sent to the Shadow Realm. Nice. I'm not getting as bad of damage off of the parries as I thought I was. Like, that's not a whole lot of damage, but considering it's quoting me at what? 194 for a parry, and that's taken out like a third of... or half of that guy's health. That's not bad at all. Still don't think I could do a run only with this, but this does kind of make me think that I could get close. Hard to say. I mean, especially because upcoming boss here, the Incomplete One, has a very exploitable pattern where if you get close enough to him, he's... like, if you get yourself kind of nestled in a corner a little bit, and then you get... you can get him into a punching loop where he'll only use his punching attack. Because usually the punching attack will push you away enough that you can't just do that over and over. Oh, couldn't quite get it. All right. Good usage of the tonic there. But yeah, if you get the right position, you can do it. I think I kind of had that happening with the frontline shield. Of course, make sure that you time those parries perfectly every single time. Otherwise, you're going to be getting a whole lot of melees. Oh, boy. That was close. All right, what do we got? Yeah, right now, I think, like, ideal weaponry, symmetrical lance is always fantastic. Cool. I mean, I didn't even need to dodge that. I would have been totally fine anyway. Good. That just make me permanently invincible if I... Nope. Get the, old elevator action going on there. But yes, be permanently invincible if you can just keep parrying things over and over. I mean, this is... Ooh. Do I want to? Yeah, you know what? I do. I've already used that for the time. I feel like I've gotten enough use out of that. Yeah, 4-cell mode has enough enemies in here that I'd say that you can... Well, you most definitely cannot, parry forever, but this is probably the closest that you could possibly get to that. Yes. And then get him breached right into the thing. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, one of the nicest things is that you definitely can very easily breach enemies if you're just parrying them. I want to say that it's a guaranteed breach if you parry them, but I can't say for certain because I don't... Usually parrying just goes out the window about the time you get past the first boss here. Because it just becomes too risky, you know? Ooh, could be all right. Ooh, minus 25% damage when you're in here, too. If I had a main hand that wasn't this, maybe. But, not really looking like it right now. Alright, maybe I can find a secondary shop over here, find something a little bit more scaling with survival. Which is the best way I can put it here. Yeah, you'll get extra damage from... Maybe? Extra damage from the firebrands if you have corrupted power happening. I don't know. I want to say probably not. It doesn't look like it. Hard to say, though. Because the numbers are so tiny. 1377 with a parry there. Not bad. 1311. Yeah, for a single hit, that's not bad at all. I guess it might only be... It might only be, what, 340 damage, but that's before scaling kicks in or something? Who knows? Get into that bridge. Rampart, I think, if I decide to go... I don't know... Probably be most useful in the Slumbering Sanctuary. You can really take out golems pretty fast if you can get those parries down. Don't miss it, though. Alright, come on. Okay. Here, you know what? Come... Oh, I want to try to get him in the corner so I can get the info parry, infinite parry going on here. He's gonna hate this. Now I just need to make sure that I never ever miss a parry. 1337 damage there. Okay. Okay. Ooh, almost missed a parry because he was getting stunned from the crusher there. Gotta be careful. Come on, come on. just never miss. You just never miss. Oh, I'm gonna miss so hard, like, and it's gonna be like the last hit too. I know it. I can already feel like myself getting tired here. Come on. Big money. No lazy. Oh, there it was. There was the miss. Oh, I knew it was going to be one of the last ones to do here, too. Whatever. Oh, no. Somebody was saying that I say whatever too much in one of the previous videos. I can't disagree. I really got to stop doing that so much. Got them verbal tics, man. Doesn't really come out until you try to do long-form commentary for stuff. Good enough. I consider that very much an upgrade to what I'm working with right now. Alright, alright. Both of these next areas will have 100% on burning target. Yeah, but I don't have anything that does burning. Comes to ground in flammable oil. Burns enemies when you parry, so good enough. That's going to be a hell of a combo to pull off, but I don't know, maybe. I mean, you'd think that I would have noticed that with how many parries that I was doing there, that I was actually also causing a burn, but my mind was elsewhere. Trying not to die is what you'd call that. Okay, what do we even... Oh, right, I forgot you guys are in here. Ooh, that was close. A little close for comfort. Yeah, I think that a legendary bow like this might be pretty good. Oh. Would really like to be able to see exactly how much damage I'm doing to these enemies, though. That would just be great. All right. Oh. 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 It's like freaking hit him with the thing. Alright, well, I guess this is definitely going to be the place that I utilize my heart to its fullest potential. Well, one of these things is going to have a food shop in here. Should have just taken gastronomy before I got into this place. Not this place. Nope. If I took alienation, maybe. This is definitely not the time. This is neither the place nor the time. Well, you can see exactly what I was saying with... Oh, this sucks. Managed to get out of it okay, though. Oh my. I'm kind of questioning this as a battle arena, so I'm going to just scoot right out of here. That should do it. Good. Good, 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 good. Nah, I like the mix that I'm going with right now. Getting me a lot of health, getting me a lot of extra damage. Okay. Probably would not have made that parry if that orb caster did manage to get that shot off. That could have been bad. Real bad. It's about the time to... I'm considering going for an upgrade here. Maybe. Freezes enemies with parry would be okay too. But then I'd lose out on the burning. And the burning is a lot of damage. So I think I'm going to keep it for the time. Maybe I'll just wait until I get up to the castle or something to get a good upgrade here. Maybe at that point in time I'll have some better skills or something that will give me burning rather than relying on parrying with a shield. Oh, this is going to be bad. Okay, at least Crusher's... Alright, good. At least nailed the parry there. Ooh. Alright. What's the actual damage that I'm getting? 3406, double that if I get the parry. Not bad. Not amazing, but not bad. Oh, Wolf Trap could be cool. Would kind of screw with trying to parry enemies, though, so... but it would buff up the damage from the fire that I'm getting when I do parry enemies. Okay, I'm just gonna take you down. I'm sick of not being able to see things. Really, it's not too bad going for projectile-based enemies here. I do have Spiteful, the Spiteful mutation, but that many in one small area feels a little bit more of a questionable choice to make. Also, 100% on burning, spreads inflammable oil, that would have been a great Swift Sword if I wanted to go for it. Synergize well with the build, it just doesn't. I mean, with only 2 brutality, it's not worth it. Alright, what do we got here? Not you. Look, as much as I would like to go for that, every time... You know, one of the reasons why some of the single weapon runs have not been going too well lately, it's because I've been trying to take more curse chests. And it feels like that's maybe not a good idea. Maybe leave those for a run that I'm not potentially forcing myself to get hit all the time in. Don't want to slam right down to spikes because I've done that way too often lately. Alright, you the food shop. You the kind of awkward music looping area. Cool. I mean, I could try to... You know what? I'm going to... There we are. Yeah, here we go. Reduces malaise and infected by malaise. Okay, well... Just remember the right order to take this in. By the way, yeah, that totally murdered you. Okay, well... Why did I do that, then? I don't have an answer for you. Okay. Come and get me. Hey, who wants to kill me here? You guys? Alright, let's go. Then let's go up and get that sweet, sweet fresh fruit. Well, I mean, watermelon's not that sweet, I guess. No, it's actually pretty sweet. So I was just thinking of it as being more watery. Alright, first you, then you. Okay. Nailed it. So what am I thinking next time? Gastronomy could be a good option. Maybe the one that lets me get a little bit of extra damage off of parry to enemies. I think, let's just go. Going through the depths has made this something of a long episode, so let's just get this show on the road here. Yeah, let's get the one that buffs up my good old-fashioned parry a little bit more. Maybe extended healing? 1722 is... That's like a 1.5 times damage if I want that. Of course, how often am I really going to be using... flask charges? They're pretty limited, especially now that I'm past all the food shops in the game. Alright. Nope. It was just earlier in the run that I was talking about how that makes it far, far more questionable what the parry timing is on stuff. This is not the time, is what I'm saying. Okay. Sure, whatever. Force them off with the incredible power of my bow here. Oh yeah, it's this lore room. Swords. Wow, sword. I mean, you definitely are floating here. I can say that for certain. That is a complete and utter fabrication. Good. I was almost worried that I wasn't going to get the parry there. Never really learned those guys' patterns all that well. I mean, I feel like I can do it consistently, but we're talking like... Oh, no. Oh, now I can't see anything. Okay, fine, whatever. What you got? Not good enough. Okay, 2 melees is not terrible. If I get lucky, might be able to find at least one chunk of fruit somewhere. But right now, I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Exploit that invincibility time for all it's worth. Cool. Okay. Ooh, worrying. Oh, you know what would also be a good option for a... Actually, I'm thinking about it. I was thinking the double ammunition, but now that I'm thinking about it, all the parries that I'm doing, that means every single time I do a parry, I get all of my ammunition back. So do I really need double? When I'm going to be trying to do as many parries as possible anyway. Just call me Matthew because I like a good parry. I think I have already used that at least some point in time during my outrageous tenure as a... Well, this is gonna be fun. Oh, yeah, I actually nailed the parry there. As a challenge. Guy. As a challenge guy. Okay. Very, very nice and survival-based this run has been so far. I am actually quite enjoying it. Usually I don't... Usually the survival is just one weapon, really, and then it's well, like I said earlier, buffed out by a bunch of maybe non-survival scaling stuff, but... You know, things that... Ah, there we are. That benefit my survival main hand. And this one is really all about survival, except for the main hand, which just happened to be a decent legendary that I got. I don't know, I guess whatever works. Let's just go with that. 5,000 health here. Not the most I've ever had, but it's pretty good. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it because I was just talking in that last area about maybe getting something to give me that burn synergy without having to have it come from the shield, so I could finally upgrade my shield, maybe get some better affixes on it. Well, failed that parry utterly. Okay, that's not a problem. I still have 3. Where am I even going? Where am I even going? The point was to go straight from that point, so that was also a completely pointless bit of melees to take, too. Great job. Great job. Alright, let's just get up here. Find that key. Get out of here. You know what? I think I've had enough fighting elite trackers for one day here. I can do without fighting that guy. Especially because I want to say that of all the parries that I have failed in this run so far, the most often one has been from elite trackers. Probably because I've fought a lot of elite trackers in this run. They're pretty common in the route that I've taken today. Okay, good. That invincibility, perfect. Exactly. Now, I'm going to save up my money, try to get an upgrade for the shield, if not in this area, in the next area. One of these areas around here is a shop, though. One of the cell doors or something. Yeah, right there. So next time I get to... Well, when I grab the key, I can just go book it right over to that shop, see if I can get something to do. Ooh. I didn't think he actually got off that bomb for a second. I might have gotten hit there. Alright, alright. Upgrade me that shield. Perfect. Freezes enemies. Sure. Oh yeah, that was one of the first items I got. I forgot. But now it's 50% damage received. That's amazing. just because I could. All right, you know what? I don't need to go to that other shop. I can just book her right out of here. All right, all right, all right. I might actually re-roll that a little bit. Try to get the 300% damage after doing a parry, because that is it's a sizable amount of damage you can do with that. I don't think it would be... Poisons and burns enemies with parry. Criticals deal 20% damage. Oh, that's pretty good too. I'll take it, sure. Okay. Now, the Timekeeper is pretty weak against a shield. A lot of her attacks can be countered with a shield pretty easily. Except for that one, because I tend to be pretty bad at getting the timing for that down. But I did manage to get it there, so... Well, didn't get it there, though. Oh. Oh, right. Still invincible at that time. Okay. Oh, fine. Oh. Oh. With the parry again. There we go. Well, looks like I'm going to be going into the final battle with a relatively low amount of flask charges, but... Ow. Okay. One more hit here. Okay. But that's fine, that's fine. Anything cool? That's pretty cool, but how many times am I going to get that in a row here? It's as if Motion Twin somehow programmed the game saying, oh, you like the frontline shield now? Well, here, have all the frontline shields that you can eat. I don't know, they look like a giant... You ever see the Pepperidge Farm chess cookies? I think they are. They kind of look like that. Maybe just me. Or more appropriate to the run. Yeah, I suppose this would have actually been the one to do the... Oh, no. Okay, let's just... Yeah, I suppose if there was anyone to do the shoot out an arrow, this would be the one, because you can just do this. Yep, and that would be an entire run. There, now you've seen what it would look like. Now I don't have to do it. Really, it would just be not only extremely boring, but I would probably fail it like 50 to 70 times. Okay. You know what? I've been fighting these guys all game. Now's the time to prove just how good I am at parrying them. Which is actually hasn't been too bad so far. It's not... Ooh. You have interested me with... Oh. So, Ooh. I'm probably gonna reroll a lot of this stuff, but I'm gonna try it out. You know why? Because Spiteful Sword, great weapon. Oh, hopefully I won't take too much damage if I get hit here, but the real plan is just not to get hit at all. So, you know, that's what's going to happen. Because it's the plan. It's the law. The game can't hit me now. I said that I can't be hit. Okay, yeah, like, any extra damage from burn or poison with the parry synergy that I got going on here will be... Ooh. I also almost ran into that ball and chain. Would help right now, yes. Pressure's on, man. Like, we're getting pretty far here, but this run is on shaky ground with only one flask charge left. And a lot of melee-focused build here that's going to put me in harm's way much more often than I would prefer. Oh, I almost ran directly into that ball and chain, too. Okay. You can parry those guys pretty easy. Okay. Alright. Just gotta... make sure that I don't panic too much here. Is that the exit right above me? No, that's an electric whip. Which, I suppose if you're... No, there's no way that even kind of looks like an exit. Alright. Come on. Anything else? And do I really need another upgrade here? I don't think so. I think I'm doing okay as it is right now. Alright, come on. Yeah, that's just going to be the commentary for the rest of the episode. Just me saying, come on, over and over. I have fully turned into Terry Bogard. My destiny has been fulfilled. No, that's not the exit. That's the place where you get acceptance. Are you okay? Powageza. Don't run into the spikes. Okay. It's gotta be like... I'm not activating that elite, let me tell you. Okay, well... No, it's not worth it. Well, maybe it could be... No, it's not worth it. Yeah, I went from being... I was almost going to do it, but I don't think it's worth getting 3 keys this time. It's just... Like I said, pressure's on here, and... I both like and do not like my odds right now, so I just want to get to the end, finish this up as soon as possible. I'll say 2 Bs down there. Good old tubes. You know, I own Nier Automata, but for some reason, I have yet to boot it up. All right, Automata. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I don't even know what I can say about this. Oh, that's nice. Whoa. Wow. Minus 25%. And, a lot of good stuff there. Okay, come on. Spread some flammable oil isn't too bad. Try one more. No. Whatever, that's fine. That's enough. That'll also have me taking... I mean, you saw that I had a pretty big hit there, but now that I don't have that plus 100% damage taken, it should be significantly less. And I have the what doesn't kill me mutation, so getting my parries in will hopefully heal a little bit more than that. It's so slow. I've never been able to parry that first hit, like, at all, because it's just so slow doing it. Also, something I don't think I actually pointed out in the, whatever, you know what this is about. Something I don't think I pointed out in the Frontline Shield episode is that he appears to have a couple Frontline Shields around his waist. I don't know what the deal with that is. Oop, be careful there. Nope. Won't hurt me. Parrying this guy is risky, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. Uh-oh. Didn't actually destroy that one. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Invincibility isn't going to help me against that thing. Will help me against this, though. Okay. Ooh. This is just a lot of pay real close attention. Okay. He has very little telegraphing times on his attack, which... No. Just be very careful. Just very careful. Okay. There's one down. One to go. And cool. Oh, I can't believe I got the parry there. I thought it was a little too late. I'll take it, though. Oh, yeah, fine. Do that attack. Oh, you... Fine. Can't parry that attack either, but... Okay, come on. Okay, gonna go for a little bit more. Uh-oh, this is... Whoa, man, that was a fight. But yeah, Rampart's still one of the best shields in the game. Highly recommend using it. Ooh, boy, I'm gonna take a break right now.